Hi y'all, if you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today on Briar, it is September 30th, so we are back for a month-end update of my progress in completing Animal Crossing New Horizons in 2025. As a refresher, or if this journey is new for you, I created several goals of what I consider to be completing Animal Crossing, and I am trying to complete the game this calendar year. My goals include completing the museum, completing all Nook Mile achievements that are possible to complete in 1 year, collecting, cooking, and crafting all DIY recipes, collecting all reactions, KK albums, and gyroids, having a fully decorated island, and only my dreamies living on the island, which are Rosie, Sally, Deirdre, Blair, Bee, Bones, Rudy, Weber, Lopez, and Fang. And today on this episode, we are actually going to get started over at Able Sisters. Hello everyone, so today we are going to be working on both the exteriors for Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny. And I thought we could start off with Able Sisters just since it's a smaller area, kind of get our feet wet with the decorating, and then we can move on to the bigger build. So I'm going to get started with placing my foliage items. So trees, bushes, weeds, and flowers, those types of things. Actually, before I plant that bush, I am planning on putting some wooden boxes back here, and I think I'm gonna kind of, for lack of a better word, box myself out of the area. Okay, off to a decent start. Since it's such a small area, this is already kind of sort of filling up the space, but I do have a couple of additional filler items I want to include. Oh, but first, balloon. It's a yellow balloon, so chances are it's money, but what if it has a recipe? Just in case. Nope, unfortunately just money. Okay, back on track. And I like to imagine this little spot as maybe somewhere where either Mabel or Sable are taking a break from work, kind of looking at the beach and just relaxing. Or maybe it could be a spot where you've done your little shopping haul, you have all your purchases in this bag, and again, sitting, relaxing, enjoying the ambiance. Perfect. And that is actually going to call it for this tiny little Abel's build. And now we're going to move on to working on Nook's Cranny. And as you can see from all of the holes, I did kind of pre-place out how I want bushes, trees, all that good stuff. And so we're going to be working on this surrounding area immediately outside of the store, as well as in front and the filler connecting area to our farm that was included probably a couple months ago at this point, as well as going all the way up here through the edge of this portion of the island. So I guess saying it's just a Nook's Cranny build isn't entirely accurate, but that part's included. And I think I'm gonna start down here and then kind of work my way up. now that we have all of the trees placed where I want them, I'm going to go in and fill some of this out now with bushes and flowers. And now we'll move on to the decor. And there we have our finished build. So now let's take a look at some beauty shots. Now for some other updates from September. This month I caught and donated a salmon and a king salmon. This month was a lot more successful on the Nook Miles achievement task. I caught over 2,000 bugs, I have helped villagers over 100 times, I've officially written and sent 100 letters, caught 10 fleas, I celebrated my birthday on the island this month, and I participated in the September bug off. I also got the showmanship reaction this month and the last 3 KK albums I needed. As a refresher, here was my status on each of my goals as of the beginning of the month, and here is how all that progress translated. Okay, we are getting really close on a lot of these. After a pretty slow August, I feel like September, I got back into the game, really started enjoying playing again, which was great. Donating those 2 additional fish got me one step closer on completing the museum, and so on the creature front, all I have left now is 1 sea creature to catch in October and 1 fish to catch in November, so extremely close on that front. But the only holdup here is the art pieces. I still have 10 to go, and I didn't get a single new one this month because red is now officially enemy number 1. Definitely made good progress on the Nook Miles achievements this month. This one is a little bit harder for me to track, just since I know I won't be able to get to 100 since there are some achievements that are impossible to complete in 1 year. So for this, I'm really just hoping to get as close as possible, and we'll see what that number ends up being. The DIY recipes goal on this list is probably the one that's giving me the most amount of stress, and that's because it's basically all relevant to RNG. I had several days this month where I wasn't able to get any new recipes at all, and that's with checking the villager homes 3 times a day, going to a cabin island, and checking HHP. So this one's pretty out of my control, and I guess we'll just see how close I'm able to get. Hopefully I make it into the 90s at least. I feel like that is at least okay. I was able to get 1 new reaction again this month, which is great, so at least moving the needle on that one. Just have 2 to go, which is with my Cranky and my Jock Villager, so really working on that relationship. Thankfully, I was able to complete 1 goal this month, which was collecting all of the KK Slider albums. So that feels good, seeing another goal on the list officially hit 100. As I showed in the speed build earlier, I did decorate more of the island, focusing on Able Sisters and Nook's Cranny and kind of that surrounding area around Nook's Cranny. So for those builds, I bumped myself up 4%. So I'm kind of estimating I'm at around 20% finished with the island. And unfortunately, still nobody wants to move. As of today, Fang is the one that had the thought bubble over his head. So I'm hoping that shifts to one of the villagers tomorrow that I do not want to keep. And then we can hopefully get moving on additional dreamies on the island. And that is a wrap on September. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in October. Bye!